And we're recording.
We're recording.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Today we have a very special guest. Another one.
Yeah,
already.
Another one. You guys have heard all about her because I don't shut up about her fics. So.
All the way from England as well. So we're getting some, the most international we've gotten thus far.
Probably the most international we'll get.
True. I'm mainly an editor, but I do write in my spare time when ideas come. But yeah, that's it about me. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't love you, they're gonna have to answer to me.
Yeah, and answering to Gina is scary.
Especially when I'm in protective mode. You don't want to fuck with me, man. So, the question we ask every guest as if we've had more than Nicole. How did you get into fandom? Like, what was it for you?
Well, I originally started in, you all know from, video game fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we met.
Yeah, I was obsessed with her until Dawn Edits. And then, I don't remember if I messaged her first or she messaged me first, but one of us, I think I messaged her first. I sent a DM, and we've been talking since, 2016-ish?
Something like that.
Yeah, we were great. We tag teamed on Uncharted. We weren't that great, but back when we had our PS Plus.
PlayStation Plus?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think so. Okay, so when we had our PlayStation Plus memberships, we would go on, almost every day and just, try to kick ass and then fail.
I guess to a point where one of us will eventually rage quit and be like, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. So we were an unstoppable team. We were Blackwood Creeps. It was great. That's our, I guess, ship name, but it's our tag team name. That's how we met, and we've done a lot. We've created a whole ass OC. Carla Walker. She's the best. We love her.
She's basically our child.
Mm-hmm.
She's a bit of you, she's a bit of me, and we've just put it together, and she's one fit bitch.
Yep. She hits on her rich best friend. She hits on his boyfriend. She's a lot. She's the best, and we put her with Flynn for some reason. Because they're both little shits.
It'd be a match made in heaven.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, so, you know how, Nolan and Troy are doing that definitive playthrough?
Yeah.
So, I was catching up on episodes, and he didn't even say it in the Sam voice, but Troy did something that was so Sam. So, it got to the part where Sully, Nate is, shimmying along the waterfall.
Yeah.
And Sully's like, be careful, kid, you'll break your neck, or something like that. And they're just laughing at him okay, thank you for this basic information, Sully. And they're making fun of things that he was saying, and then Troy said, yeah, falling is bad for your neck. And so Nate rubbed his neck, and then he was like, you see that? It's bad for your neck. And I was like, okay, hello, Sam Drake.
That would be a Sam thing to do.
Alright. I'm gonna try to keep my mouth shut about Uncharted, because that's our main thing we talk about, and I don't want to leave you just in the dark this whole time.
I appreciate. Yes, this episode is about something very near and dear to all of our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about Endgame at all? Or is it too emotional to talk about it? That's true. It might bring up some. So Chloe and I have both seen it. Gina is
I'm seeing
in
it
the dark here
tomorrow.
So tomorrow
I will message both of you and we can all cry.
We'll hear the screams.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll get my rewatch done. I really hope I do. I've been rewatching movies all this week, or at least a majority of them. Yeah, because I wanted to prepare, and I still have way too many.
Though personally, Endgame is one of my favorite of the movies, other than the first one. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was it was serious, but it was really funny at the same time, which was kind of a bit more uplifting. It was something everyone cheering for. Yeah.
Hey, here's a joke to make you laugh. Now impending doom.
Kinda. That's kind of what the whole movie was. Okay, but before we get into the gross, what if you had to choose one Avenger to like fuck or date or whatever, who would it be?
That one's really difficult.
Yeah. You got options. You got great options.
Yeah, they're also all 40, so
I mean, that's kind of like up my street.
Oh my, okay. She loves Tom Hardy, and her mom called her out in front of everyone about it.
Oh no! Basically, like, I spent most of my time upstairs, and I came downstairs, and Mad Max was on. I've never seen the film before. It was over halfway through the film, so I thought, it's Tom Hardy, I'm going to sit down. And then my mum turns to look at me, and she goes, oh, so that's why you're here, because Tom Hardy's on the TV. I'm like, I mean, that's true, but you have to call me out in front of the whole family like that.
Which Mad Max was it?
Fury Road.
Oh god, I love that movie.
I mean, it was great from what I've seen, but I didn't know what was going on, because I watched, like, over half of the film.
Okay, wait, I have a question.
The drop in the middle. Yes.
About your question, does it pertain to the OG6, or is it like anyone who can be considered an Avenger?
Anyone who can be considered an Avenger.
Okay. Because see, now I have even more options.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Still a difficult one. I think I'd probably marry Peter Quill, because he's very dorky and he's very like, I don't know, he's just like a bit of a huge nerd, and I
does he count as an Avenger though?
Well, he was in like the Infinity War thing, so that's why it counts as like all of them.
I guess. Does that?
Yeah. Do not judge me, Gina.
Oh no, I'm not gonna judge you, cause like I love Quill. I'm not gonna judge you. Let's see. I'm gonna need time. We'll get this answer at the end of the episode.
At the end of the episode? Bullshit.
Or okay, whenever whenever it comes, because I seriously gotta think about it, dude.
Personally, I
lot of pretty boys.
I know he's technically not an Avenger. If I'm going for like a guy, I think Loki is the cutest one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He has my gay heart and soul, you know what I mean?
I feel that.
Like, what a woman. My god.
I got this is just another question that doesn't have to do with the original question.
Huh?
To be in the OG6 Avengers, like, was on the audition, was it just a requirement? You have to have a really nice ass. Because they all got really nice butts.
That plays an important part in Endgame.
It does.
Okay.
It's a very, very important part.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, is that why all those Steve tweets are happening?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
when I made that tweet about Matt Murdock, I've had so many people sharing it on the ass of Hell's Kitchen. Going, that's Hell's Kitchen's ass.
that is Hell's Kitchen's ass.
When you watch the film, you'll understand.
Okay. I mean, honestly though, when does Captain America's ass not play an important part in any of the movies? Really?
I mean,
that is true.
We all stare at it.
I don't even care for Chris Evans.
I
I don't even care for Chris Evans, I just like Chris Evans' ass.
Is it because he's the only guy you like? Or like even like know of who has a nice ass?
No!
I mean like in the sense of like the celebrity realm. Like, cause yeah, Robert does have a nice ass. You're right.
Robert's gonna. Do you know who we're talking about, Chloe?
She's watched Umbrella.
Robert Sheehan. The Irish Prince.
The Irish.
Yes.
He's trying to do an American accent.
I know it was
you can
Irish
still hear
Prince.
the Irish, because I remember I'm like Misfits.
Right?
That's all I hear.
I still need to finish
He
it.
tries to hide it, but you can hear it.
Yeah.
Somebody made a clip on Twitter, and it was just like, here's 30 seconds of Nathan Young saying, "Car."
Har.
Car. R. There's like there's an extra A and an H, and I'm like, what?
The Irish accent is one of the most bizarre things you can ever try and... Alright, should we get into the bulk of this?
Okay. So we were talking about asses.
Asses! Right!
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I mean, like, he's not in the movies, but he's in, like, the Marvel Netflix shows and John Bernthal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she spoke a scene in season 2 into existence.
Yeah, like, a couple of weeks before, I was saying, like, I really want to see, like, his bare ass, because I've seen Charlie Cox, who plays Matt Murdock's. And then, a couple of weeks later, boom, it happened.
Is it the first one or the second one?
It was the second one.
Second one, he gets shot in the ass. And he has to take care of it.
Do you think, like, my FBI agent that's been assigned to me was, like, linked with Netflix as well? So you were like, this is what she wants.
And make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I felt so blessed. Such a look, anyway.
Mm-hmm. That was me when I saw Darren's ass in Versace. She saw I don't know if I sent it to you, but I sent her my reaction. It was toned down. It was way toned down, because the first time, I didn't think they were actually going to do it, and he drops the towel, and the noise that came out of his mouth, like it was not a human noise. And my mom came in, and she was like, what the fuck, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
I always giggle like such like a little schoolgirl when it happens.
I just get... When stuff like that happens to me, I get dead silent and I internalize everything. So I'll just sit there and be quiet, and then, like, my fiance or something like that, like, someone I'm hanging out with will be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, great.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want me to... So I'm going first. Do you want me to read now, or do we still have asses to talk about?
Asses. No, I still have to answer that question.
Yeah, that's right. Just pick one. Who do you
Yeah.
think is hottest? How about that?
I mean, for me, it's like a 3-way tie, but it's
Damn.
true.
Who's it between?
Okay. It's between
As well.
what?
Bitch juice.
Oh yeah, thirsty bitch juice. We got our dumb bitch juice and our thirsty bitch juice at hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's between Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Sebastian Stan. Those are my 3 prettiest men's.
Yeah, I agree with all of them.
But can I just be selfish and just take both Steve and Bucky? Then I get canon and I win.
Oh my god. The dream.
The dream. To be in a Stucky sandwich.
Stucky sandwich. Oh god.
That's me with Matt and Frank. Yeah.
Rat.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
So yeah, that'll be my answer. I'm taking both Steve and Bucky. I get canon and I win. You know?
Wait, what's canon?
I get Steve and Bucky canon, and then I also win because I get them both as well!
Wait, is it canon that they're...
No!
Oh no.
It's just a big ship. That's why I'm saying. And
Oh, so you would make it canon.
yeah, I'm saying I could get it to be canon, but I would also win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't gonna be canon in Endgame anyway. As soon as I saw that tweet was like, oh, there's a gay character in Endgame, but it's not who you'd expect! So I was like, okay, so no Stucky. Got it.
Wait, fuck, who was
That's like
gay? I
the
don't
no
remember.
headline.
I don't remember who was gay.
Let's just say sits there and talks about a date.
Date? I don't know, but I drank some dumb bitch juice.
No, I heard it's like the most...
It's important to be
Yeah.
honest.
I heard it's just like
It didn't play an
the
important part. It
most
didn't
minuscule
break any-
scene.
It didn't like, I don't know, cause any like people to be like, yeah, the Russo brothers are all about gay rights. It didn't really have that impact.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, it wasn't important.
That's stupid.
I know.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, I teeter between, like, if you're gonna have a gay character, have them be, like, something of a, not like a spectacle, but, like, an important aspect of it, so that we can get that representation and that normalization, but at the same time, you should normalize it by not making a big deal out
Yeah.
of it, like they did with Okja.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, silver and blonde are fucking.
But they never explicitly say
Said it,
they're
but you can tell.
together. Yeah.
Like, don't do a JK Rowling.
No! No.
Anyways, yeah. All I know is that Valkyrie is bi,
Yeah,
and
but didn't make it canon.
I mean, not yet.
Well, like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
supposed to be
yeah.
canon, but, like, in the movie you wouldn't know it's supposed to be canon, is what I mean.
It's canon in my heart.
Oh, baby! And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Do you want to get into it now?
You wanna get into it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to preface this by saying I can't tell if this is supposed to be fake. However, it's called You Are My Wings. Parentheses, Tony Stark ex-reader.
I love funny.
And the first chapter is called Blushing, and the cover of it is a Teletubby face. So I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Okay. It also, like, switches from point of view to point of view and have a Stark voice, so it's just...
Yeah.
Listen.
You're not gonna get fancy voices this episode. I got nothing either.
I know, we tried so... Listening
We
back
did.
to the TUA episode,
We really
like,
did.
we were trying so hard, and it just fucking
Oh,
didn't play out.
I don't
no.
have to get. I read mine.
I might attempt a Thor voice, because Thor gets, like, mentioned in mine, but that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
Thor gets mentioned in mine, too.
Because, you know, if you're talking about one Avenger, you have to talk about all of the Avengers. That's a common thing I've seen. It's like, you always have a scene in the tower, and everyone is there, and you're just gonna get a bunch of mentions.
And you're always best friends with Scarlet Witch for some fucking reason.
I think with mine, she's, like, best friends with Natasha, probably.
Okay. First chapter. Blushing. Your point of view. And then in parentheses under that it says, LOL, I love that meme. I don't know if that is referring to the Teletubby bullshit. Or what the fuck. Fur in your eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Paris off, you mumbled as you lift your cat off your face. You prop yourself up on one elbow and look at the clock. 30 minutes till your shift starts. You quickly pull your hair color, shit, into a hairstyle. It's a choose your own adventure.
Holy shit.
Not a mess bun.
Messy bun, there we go.
Always a messy bun.
The messy bun, classic. And slip on your signature white tee, dark jeans, and white on black Adidas. Trademark. You pick up your, in parentheses, purse brand, and head out the door. I don't know why the purse brand is so important to this person.
Yeah.
Gucci.
A Gucci purse.
Gucci.
Gucci.
A Gucci
A
purse.
Gucci.
And then in big bold letters, this just says, time skip brought to you by Thor making Pop-Tarts.
This is what I told you. It was like the time skip with Jasper's goggles last week.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck is this? Alright. You arrive at work 5 minutes before your shift. You put your waitress apron on and clock in just like every other morning. Start your daily talk with Tanner, your best friend. Parentheses, gay, by the way. Don't know why that's necessary. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Is Tony gonna go after both of them and then he has to pick which one he
Oh my
wants?
God. Tony has to be with Tanner and you.
Yeah.
Pony's gonna be our bisexual.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not the bisexual king we thought we needed, but this bisexual king we deserve.
So please seek references in our Marvel episode. Alright. Hey, your name, he says as you rest your elbows on the counter. Hey, boo, you mumble. So I was thinking. Ring, ring. The door interrupts Tanner loudly, and you walk up to the counter with a smile and say, Hi, welcome to Lily's Cafe. What can I get you today?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Oh, God. Do you ever think, like, there is someone that has worked at Chili's and they giggle every time they have to say, Hi, welcome to Chili's? Because I
I don't
would.
know.
I worked there.
Croissant and latte, please. Of course. Not to go or here. He looks familiar, but you couldn't sunglasses covering most of his features. While Tanner was making his order,
That's like Tony's signature thing.
I feel like I would recognize Tony more with the sunglasses rather than none.
Yeah. She's just the one been drinking their dumb bitch juice.
She has especially dumb bitch juice. That's what she has.
Hi, welcome to Dumb Bitch Cafe.
One dumb bitch to go, please.
Is that for now, here, or to go?
Yeah, I said to go, and you just throw Klaus at me.
Klaus is not a dumb bitch.
He's smarter than his family thinks he is, but he's like the chaotic level of dumb bitch.
That is not a box.
Like, he's
Not on the menu.
not in the sense of, like, he actually is dumb, but, like, in the sense of he has the chaotic dumb bitch energy.
Right.
He does stupid shit, even though he's not stupid.
Okay. When Tanner was making his order, we started talking. What's your name? He asked. Your name, you respond. What a
Your name.
Your name. You say your name. What a beautiful name for such a beautiful woman, he stated. You blushed a lot. Thank you. Order up! Tanner yelled from the back.
That was aggressive.
Yeah.
So do I, Ken. I'll do a little cockney. Hurry up.
Walked back to get, where am I lost. Tanner yelled from the back. You smiled at him and walked back to get his food, and when you come back, his glasses are off. You set the plate down to look up and look at him and gasp. Wait a minute, you're Tony Stark, you say. He replied, cool, you say, trying to regain calm going atmosphere.
It's at this point, Tony knew I fucked up.
He fucked up. And then there's an author's note. Enjoyed my first chapter. By the way, I edited it from the original. I changed the POV in some past and present tenses because I realized I made Tony ask you to join the team, but if you read the next couple chapters, you would see that wouldn't make much sense.
What, she's joining the team?
Oh, she's joining the team. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert, she joins the team.
Always, like, they join the team, and it's like, why?
Yeah,
Usually their superpowers really... First of all, usually they don't have a superpower. And second of all, if they do, it's fucking stupid.
Or they think they're Natasha, but they're just not at all. They're like nothing compared to her.
Yeah, true.
I can do one pull-up.
Don't at me like this.
Alright, chapter 2. Mimosas Martinis.
Oh shit.
Tony's point of view. This hangover will be the death of me. I have never had such a bad one until now. I really want a croissant. Jarvis, please choose a little shop for me to go to and have Dummy E bring me an Advil. Of course. But next time, maybe you shouldn't mix mimosas and martinis. Which sounds disgusting! Disgusting!
Disgusting!
I love that Scottish mum.
Did you see the follow-up where the little one who said she didn't do it admitted that it was her?
I thought it was the other one because the look on it, she turns the camera off. So I was like, what? It was the small one to begin with. She's the first one to go, wasn't me.
Yeah.
But that's literally growing up in every, like, British household because, like, there's 6 of us in our house. So, like, you got little ones, they grow up, and the parent will kick off because one hasn't flushed. That's just, like, the typical growing up in, like, Britain. That's just, like, a typical thing.
Alright. Jarvis had a point. If there was a mission called, I would probably collapse before we get there. I slip on my t-shirt and head to the living room and see Thor. Trying to make a Pop-Tart in the oven, which wasn't on. Clint is nowhere to be seen, but I heard something in the vents earlier. Capsicle. Capsicle?
He's called him that.
Capsicle. Captain America.
Yeah. Stevie
God
boy.
damn it. I didn't get the reference.
The only reason I got it is because I rewatched Avengers last night.
Yeah, I went into not watching the originals. I went in completely blind. Okay, Capsicle. Watching Avatar for the first time with a look of pure amazement. Which one? Last Airbender or
Well, I mean, if
Blue
it's
Man Group?
if it's the live action Avatar, we know he ain't amused.
Have you seen penis hair?
Yes.
In Avatar, there's a woman and like she
Oh,
has.
that's how to do it, isn't it? They like put the hairs together, and that's how they basically do it. That's all I remember from that film.
Like there's from like the back of a woman, I think she's like a villain or something, I don't recall, but she from the back it looks like she has a head of hair, and it looks like a dick.
Yeah.
It looks like the head of a penis.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. She wildin'.
She
I'm
wildin'.
gonna Google it because I haven't seen that film in so long, so I don't remember, but I have a feeling it's not gonna come up well when I Google it.
No, probably not.
Is it my time to send another dick pic during an episode?
Maybe.
Alright, Natasha and Bruce also sitting on the couch, quote, watching Avatar, but mostly kissing. No! Yes, that!
That is, yeah, there's the dickhead.
Sorry, Chloe just held up the
Picture of it.
That's it.
So, how did they not notice?
I don't know.
It looks like a huge bell end.
Were they just like, hey man, we have to work on this shit. Let's put in something funny and see if they notice it.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I just gotta say that the Natasha and Bruce love interest is not okay.
No, I don't really like
It just happened out of nowhere.
It happened out of nowhere. There was no reason for it.
They were, oh shit, you kind of shipped her with Clint, but we dicked you over on that. So, hey!
Yeah.
Let's stick her with Bruce! Like,
So, Natasha and Bruce are making out on the couch for some fucking reason. Bucky was asleep on the floor.
Aw.
Question mark.
I just picture him curled up like a little cat.
Ew.
What?
Dead as fuck.
He did as fuck.
He did his That's why he let.
my
Oh my
God.
fucking god, he fucking did.
Miss
Keisha!
Keisha. Guys, she
Fucking did.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Tony. Bruce calls out to me. Bye, Tony. He says as I leave.
Me trying to start a conversation with anyone.
Same.
Oh my god. Time skip brought to you by Bucky riding a giant waffle.
Okay.
This is where we think that it's a joke. I open the door of my back four-door Mercedes and look up to see a sign that says Lucy's Cafe. She said Elise Cafe in the first chapter, so, gratuity error.
You have less continuity than a later season of Glee.
Oh, the shade.
A.
Drowning in the tea, sis. I walk in, look up at menu. And when I look down, I see a woman so beautiful, she looks pure as Guardian. Hi, welcome to Lucy's Cafe, what can I get you? And the voice of God's purest angel.
Ew.
Chapter 3 is called Sweet Dreams, and it's blank.
Great. Ending on a blank page.
It's left to your imagination what happens in that chapter.
Yep.
I'm assuming that it turns out that she has a superpower of angel wings, because that is what every single fan fiction writer does.
Yeah.
Is they give someone angel wings and call it a day.
It's a common trope.
You are not Archangel. Get out!
Alright, so that's it?
That's fucking it.
Okay.
There's one
Get
comment.
the coffee, or
Huh?
it just led up to him getting the coffee, but did he actually get the coffee?
Good question, Chloe.
Now we'll never know.
We'll never know. Did Tony ever get his coffee in croissant?
Yeah, I don't know.
And also, what kind of coffee was it?
Yeah.
Was it a latte? Was it a vanilla latte?
Was it a black coffee?
Was it a black? No, it was a latte. He
Oh,
said
it was a latte? Okay, never mind. Was it a chocolate
But
latte?
continuity errors.
Cinnamon
You
latte?
might have ordered a fucking matcha tea. We don't. fucking-
Can you check Instagram really quick?
What have you done?
Oh, is this what you told?
Oh my god!
That's revenge for sending me Robert's ass! That was what I saw on Twitter that I told you I was saving for when we record.
Oh my god! This is what you meant?
Mm-hmm.
Gina, what the fuck?
I don't know, it just retweeted it and they were like, tag tag yourself! And it was that! And oh my god, I send that to her when we record as revenge for her sending me Robert's tag.
Why are they so expensive is my question.
Same!
Yeah, aren't they?
Gina just sent us 2 pictures of a variety.
You have Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy sex toys. One of which is called Kimura. See them.
My personal favorite is, the Incredible Dong.
Oh my god. Captain Anal.
That's my favourite one. I told Gina about this. I remember a friend of mine discovered a website filled with like sex toys, like nerd based. It was like a whole Guardians of the Galaxy collection. There was a Star Wars collection. There's like all these different ones, and we sent it to our friends, and she was like, "What the fuck is this? And why?"
Oh my god.
Right.
That was so worth it. I was gonna send them to you when I found them, but then I was like, no, wait. I gotta get this reaction live.
Oh my god. Oh.
You're welcome.
Wait, is the website called Geeky Sex Toys? Because I think I just found it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's a Hellboy one.
Oh my, what is it called?
It's called Hellbone. Dildo of Doom.
Dildo of Doom! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Super Halloween sci-fi.
Stay away.
Something else? Question mark? Those are the categories.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not here to look at weird sex toys.
No, I think that's exactly what we're here for, Gina. I think that's exactly. There's an Aquaman.
Okay, I'm
Oh
gonna...
my god, this is the website where the things you just sent us are.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, the Mighty Moaning Anal Rangers. It's Power Rangers.
Yeah, I got that as soon as you said mighty.
When you go on the website, you scroll down, it says choose your weapon, and you have to pick which one you want to look at. Choose your character.
This was a good idea.
Oh my god, there are lightsaber ones.
Yeah, she told me about ones.
Light Trooper! It's a viper in the shape of a stormtrooper.
How would that work? Like,
There's one in the... Oh god, you can get the infinity face.
yeah, that wasn't the one I sent her, I think.
There's a C3 plug.
My god.
It's just an anal plug with C3PO's face on the back of it.
Ew! Who wants to look at that when they're having sex?
Oh my god, Alien. No, the film Alien.
Mm-hmm.
That's so fucking disgusting.
Oh, do they have an alien one?
Oh my god!
It's like a weird creamy colour as well.
It's colored. Why is it dick colored?
And the Sailor Moon.
Oh my god.
And a Pokemon.
Oh my god.
I have a Frankenstein dildo with warts on it.
Ew. Why?
With swordplay.
Hawkcast.
Oh my god, it's Game of Moan.
That one's predictable.
Hey, they have Pac-Man. Doctor Who. The Who package. Who is she?
Who is she?
Alright, Gina, do you want to go over?
Yeah, I didn't think this was gonna go. I didn't think this was gonna be the whole thing, but your initial reaction was with it. You fucking screamed!
There's a Dickpool bondage kit. Play on with the Deadpool.
Of course there
You're
is.
probably into that kind of thing.
Yeah, why is that
What-
somehow very suitable?
What do you mean probably? He is.
There's a Tard ass, which is a TARDIS, so basically paddle.
Oh my god, I saw that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that this was what this was gonna lead to, but like, worth it. I got my revenge for the Robert pick, didn't I?
Did you listen to that episode, Chloe, where I sent her... First of all, you were asking, because I said that I found it, and you were like, what? What does this look like? And I sent it to you. And mid-episode, she was like...
Well, no, I thought the reason it was because the first one you sent me was full, and I thought it was just gonna be. I thought it was gonna be the back, but I thought you were gonna cover it. I didn't think you were gonna just send me the whole thing. Like,
No.
that's why I was like, whoa, man, okay,
Like that.
That's a
Like
dick.
The whole thing.
Yeah, like, full, like...
full frontal. She sent me full frontal
Full frontal.
of Rob in the first one. In the second one, it was just his ass. That was what I was sending her the things for, not the ass, because I was like,
Ass is good.
I mean, yeah, I'm used to seeing bare ass at this point. I was just like, well, okay. That's a...
I remember it going all over Twitter that people found it, but I still have yet to see it.
Oh, she can send it to you.
As well as it, that woman says, I would like to see it.
I would like to see it. I know his dick is big. I just know it. I love that gif. It's such a good gif. Okay. Are we ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. So mine is just called Bucky Barnes X Femme Reader. And so the cover art is like Bucky getting kissed by like the main girl, but like it looks like somebody, and I can't think of who it looks like. It's not like fan art of him and another character. It just looks like some person. I can't think of who it looks like. Who does that look like? Because I cannot tell. It looks like someone.
Natasha?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so this is the only description. Tony is your dad. You are a part of the Avengers. You have a huge crush on Bucky. What will happen when he finds out? That's it. And they're all, like, separate bullet points, look.
I hate it when they're like, Tony Stark is your father.
Same. It's always the case with every Peter Parker fic.
Yeah. Which
makes
is
sense.
weird. It makes sense, but it's a little weird.
Yeah.
And it's original. Everyone's done. Find something else new to do.
Make Bruce your dad.
No.
Okay. So this is still, so it has 2.79k reads. And it just got updated 5 days ago, so it's still ongoing. Alright. Yeah, and then, so, she did it weird. So almost all the chapters are normal, right? But then, on chapters 1 through 3, she wrote them, but then she wrote them again in Bucky's point of view. So I'm just gonna read 1 and then 1 in Bucky's, and then I'm just combining 2 and 3 in his POV with the summary of them.
Alright.
Okay, so chapter 1. Your name, wake up, the sun is shining outside, Tony said while opening your curtains. Dad, I have a free day today, you mumbled as you crawled under your blanket. Nope, honey, you are an Avenger now, and as you know, we never have a free day.
That's me, uni. My mum literally calls me up and goes, you better not be in bed. Like, I'm not living at home, but she's still calling me up to make sure that I'm not sleeping in all day.
Oh my
I get a
god.
phone call at like 9 going, you better be up. I'm like, I've got a free day. And she goes, don't care. You better be up.
Don't care. Fine, I'll get up. Great, we will all eat breakfast together in 10 minutes, so hurry up. 10 minutes, Dad? You jumped out of your bed and run into the bathroom to take a quick shower. Don't be late or Thor is gonna eat your pancakes too, like last time. Tony laughed as he left your room, closing the door, DOR, behind him. You took a quick shower and put on some sweatpants and your favorite pullover. Your hair was a little bit wet as you put it together up in a messy hair bun. There it is.
Yeah!
Yeah!
You know what I hate about fan pictures? When they always go into detail about what the person's wearing. I don't think it's really relevant.
Bitch, I don't care. I never
Really annoys me.
I never went into detail. I just made the outfits. I was like, you're wearing this, and then linked it. That's all I did. I was like, it took more effort, but it's like, it's better than being like, you put on this and 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 a touch of this. Like,
And a touch of gay.
and a touch of gay. Me during 601 after Raven and Zeke had sex.
A dash of gay.
Dash of gay. After that, you left your room to join the others in the kitchen. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I don't know who said that. Where are the pancakes, you asked, as you looked at Thor, who looked at you with guilt in his eyes. Okay, here's a terrible Thor voice. Are we ready? I maybe ate your pancakes, accidentally, but just maybe. Sorry? Thor said with a worried look on his face, because you looked at him like you could kill him any second. It's the 3rd time on this week, Thor! Never mind, I'll make me new pancakes, you said, and turned around to...
You do that then.
What?
Sorry. I'm just saying, you do that then and make your own pancakes
Yeah.
for me.
Can I just say I really don't understand the attraction to Bucky?
Sebastian Stan is pretty. That's all I have to say.
I don't get it. I mean, like, I get it, but...
Okay. It's now the 3rd time this week, Thor. Never mind. I'll make me new pancakes, you said as you turned around to get all the things together to make yourself pancakes. Good morning. You heard a familiar voice saying, it was Bucky, who just got out of his room to get some breakfast. You had a crush on Bucky since he joined the Avengers, so it was no surprise that you blushed nearly every time you heard his voice.
Heard.
Well, they wrote heard, but then they wrote here, but then they wrote, like, they wrote heard weird. It's like hear, Ed. Every time you hear Ed.
I love hearing things.
I know, I love Herod, you. His voice, even now, you thought you were blushing. Where are my pancakes? Bucky asked as he looked at Thor, who looked at him as he sipped on his cup. Thor's just like, tea.
Tea. Tea.
I have the tea of Asgard.
Oh my god. I don't know why I love that so much.
I don't know, because it's stupid.
It's stupid.
We like to laugh at each other's stupidity.
Yes.
So that's probably why. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wanted to make some pancakes now. Do you want some? You asked Bucky as you slightly looked at him. Oh, well, if you are okay with making some pancakes for me, then I would love to try yours. Bucky smiled at you. Your eye-color eyes met his blue eyes, and you felt your heart racing faster and faster. Tony saw you two staring at each other. Barnes, can you come for a moment? You hear Ed.
Can you come?
Can't see the hand motion I'm making, but it's funny. Is it? No,
This?
It's the other one. No. It's the the hand.
Oh.
Jerking off. I'm jerking off. Yeah, that one.
After you said the hand, I knew you meant you didn't have to continue.
Just want to make sure the audience knew.
To confirm.
I cranked until a climax.
Climax. God.
For those who don't know, I was referencing a thing with Robert Sheehan where he was like, yeah, you know what a crank is? It's a cry and a wank. So every night I crank it like climax.
Perfect 5 out of 7.
5 out of 7. Barnes, can you come for a moment? You hair-ed Tony saying. He was totally ruining the moment you had with Bucky. Where was the moment?
God.
I didn't see it. It wasn't even there to begin with. How could it leave? Yeah, sure. I am coming, Bucky said to Tony. And then they put, like, way too many M's in there. And then he looked back at you. I will be right back. And by the way, thank you for making me pancakes. My little pancake, Bucky said softly and winked at you. No, thank you. Don't call me that.
It sounds like an insult to the chest area, my little pancake.
Or if you just have a flat ass. That too.
Oh, I feel triggered.
You do not have a flat ass!
Listen, mate.
Is there more, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. I thought you were gonna go off on a tangent.
Listen to nothing.
Just say nothing. Bucky said softly and winked at you. Now you were nearly fainting. You blushed so hard that you looked like a tomato. Your heart was nearly jumping out of your chest. Did he just give me a nickname? You thought while you were trying to calm yourself down. Thor looked at you. Is it a bad moment to ask you if you could make me some more pancakes too, Lady Yone? Yes, Thor, it is. And no, you already had enough. You growled at him. Damn, bitch, why are you so aggressive?
Be mean to Thor.
Don't be mean to Thor.
He's our baby.
Leave our precious baby alone.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Me the entirety of Endgame.
Yes.
Leave Thor alone. You prepared everything and made the pancakes for you and your crush. The most Avengers were already gone as you finished the last one and Bucky came back. Whoa, they look good, Bucky smiled. Oh, hey, welcome back. What does Dad wanted from you? You asked as you gave him a plate with a few pancakes on it. Nothing special, it was just about a mission, he said as you both sat down on the table. You looked at him as he tried your first pancake. Whoa, this is the best pancake I've ever tried, Bucky said with his mouth still full. Really? Well, glad to hear that. You smiled at him as you met his eyes again. Again, you stared at each other, and Bucky began to smile at you. You could feel that you were blushing again, but you didn't care because you got lost in his eyes. Are you two a thing? Are you two a thing, like a couple or something like that? You Herod, a deep voice.
Do you remember in middle school when you would hang out with a little boy, like, a little too long, and then there'd be that one bitch that was like, are you guys dating or something?
Oh my god, that happens.
That's my mom to me with my friend.
You just, like, breathed near a boy.
And I'm just like, mother, stop it. He like my brother. Stop trying to make us a thing. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like no. You Herod, a deep voice saying, bringing you back to reality. And by the way, can I try one of these pancakes? It was Thor, who was still sitting on the table, sipping on his cup. You didn't even notice him until now. Well, I've gotta go. I have to prepare some things for the mission with Steve, Bucky said quickly, and then looked at you with a smile. Thanks for the pancake, little pancake, and winked as he got up. You couldn't say anything. Your mind was empty for some reason. Bucky walked out the kitchen with a little smile on his face. So, can I have some pancakes now? Thor looked at you. You know what? Yes. Here, you can have mine, big boy, you said with a smile.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy.
Alright, and so this is chapter 1 in Bucky's POV.
That wasn't the first chapter.
No, that was the first chapter. This is the first chapter in Bucky's POV. Because they had to write... Yeah, remember I said for the first 3 chapters, they wrote them, and then they wrote them in Bucky's POV, but then the rest of the chapters is all her POV. Or like third person. So it's like really weird. Bucky's POV. Another night full of nightmares, he said as he woke up. Usually he would knock on your door knowing that you would open the door and let him in to calm him down no matter how late it is, but this night he decided to stay in his bed and not wake you up. He stood up and got ready for breakfast. As he walked into the kitchen, he saw you death-glaring Thor because he ate your pancakes. Even when she wants to kill someone, she is beautiful, he thought as he walked in. What?
I just said me when I look at Frank.
Same. Even when he's smashing someone's face against a mirror, he's beautiful.
That's my baby.
My murder baby. My murderous baby. He thought as he walked in and said, "Good morning. Blah 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 blah." Hold on, I'm skipping the parts. I'm skipping past the parts that are the same dialogue. So she asked if he wants pancakes. He's like, "God, please, yes, your name. You're such an angel," he thought. And here I go again, getting lost in her eye-color eyes. Damn you, your name. Barnes, can you come for a moment? He heard Tony say. Wow, thanks, Stark. Yeah, sure, I'm coming, Bucky said to blah, 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 little pancake. What the? Did I just said little pancake? Why? Bucky, I mean, at least he knows it was fucking dumb.
I hate this.
Oh wow,
Same.
only just open your message now.
What did you send her?
The picture.
Oh, is it the full picture or the butt picture? Oh, yep, there it is. Hi, Robert.
Been a while.
Been a while.
When I sent her in mid-episode, she just screamed. Which is not the wrong response.
No, but I didn't think she was going to send it in the middle of the episode. And I also thought that it would be covered.
What?
Yeah, I meant later. I didn't mean right that second. I was just like, oh, yep. And then cue that clip of Brendan Urie. I mean, it's not a bad dick.
It's not a bad.
Brendan Urie's a
Talk
fucking
about that
gem.
ab, though. That ab action.
He got it.
Yeah, I can see it.
What movie was that again?
It's like a TV show, and like Romanian murder or something like that.
Got like a knife in his hand and film.
Just butt ass
Got, like,
naked holding a
And this
knife.
on film.
He dead ass naked kills someone by stabbing them in the shower and then cuts out their heart.
He could do that to me. That's how I want to go.
I wanna go.
Murdered by a naked Robert while I'm taking a shower.
You just like wake up and you're just like in the corner of your room like that. Like that stance in that picture.
Yeah. You'd just be like, I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Bucky thought, you're fine. He entered Tony's room after Tony. So what is going on between you and my daughter? Tony asked. What do you mean, Tony? Oh, come on, Barnes. I see how you two look at each other. And what was that a few minutes ago? Little pancake? I am not dumb. So tell me what's going on between you two and since when? Tony asked with a serious look on his face. Tony, I know she is your daughter, but I can't control my feelings when it comes to her. I can't tell you since when. It just happened, Bucky tried to explain. I understand. Well, Barnes, let me tell you something. My daughter is the most important thing in my life. Whenever I will see her unhappy or hurt, and you are the reason why, I will kill you.
Sounds like, have you ever seen that episode of The Office? And like, his name, he's the one that just sits at the desk, the black guy that just has like no emotion and doesn't like. Does anyone know what character I'm on about? Have any of you seen The Office?
Yes! Steve? No.
I think was a part where like one of them is talking to his daughter and he's there going, "Have you lost your mind? Because I'll help you find it."
Yes! He's my favorite. He's one of my favorites. Have you seen it was a deleted clip, but he like gets up to go to the bathroom and he drops something from like his newspaper and it's a picture of hentai?
No, I've not seen that.
And he's like, it's called hentai and it's art.
Did you mean Dean Winchester? I understand. I promise I will never hurt her. We will see. Now something else. You and Steve will go on a mission for 2 days. Hydra agents were spotted, and we guess they are planning something against us. You and Steve need to find out what. Steve already knows. If Steve already knows, why do they need to find out? Okay, when will we head out? 1 p.m. And Barnes? Yes, Tony. Your name pancakes are the best you will see, Tony said with a smile as he... God damn it, Ad.
Phew!
I can't skip it either.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the advertisement.
The music of the Zodiac Signs Master where they scan your palm.
Oh my god. It really would have...
Yeah, that's what that was. And it was like scanning the palm and then showing you what it was. Tony said with a smile as he walked out of the room. Bucky decided. They wrote decided, but then they wrote it with a T instead of a D. Decided. To go back in the kitchen to eat with you. As he walked in, he saw you with a plate of your self-made pancakes. What? Blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. She asked him what he wanted, and he said, "We had the kill you if you hurt my daughter talk. As if I would ever hurt you, your name," Bucky thought. Blah, 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 blah. They're talking. So he says the best pancakes ever, and he's like, "Can you please marry me? I want to eat them every day in my life." Okay, Bucky. Okay, Bucky. Okay, Bucky.
Okay.
Okay. Oh god, her smile in her eyes. What are you doing with me, your name? You make me so weak. Damn you! Wait, is she blushing? No way. Is she suffocating? What should I do? Oh my god, Stark will kill me, even so if it's not really my fault. Wait, no, she is not. So that means she is blushing, right? Or maybe just feels hot. Yeah, it must be that. And then Thor comes in and is like, "Can I have the pancakes?" It's like, "God damn, Thor, you big Stop being mean to our boy! Why is everybody just insulting Thor in this?
Leave Thor alone.
Leave our Thunder Boy alone." Okay, and then, yeah, okay. So, chapter 2. So, she goes to train with Natasha, and Natasha teases her about the Bucky and the I almost said My Little Pony. I used to collect My Little Pony. Fun fact.
Oh my god.
I had My Little Ponies, I had fucking Care Bears.
When I was a kid, the old My Little Ponies, I think her name was like Peppermint Pink or whatever the fuck, but she was like teal green and she had pink hair and she was my girl.
She was your girl? What, wasn't her name just Minty?
No, it was like Peppermint something. Like Pinky Peppermint.
You said she was green? Was it this bitch?
Yeah!
Her name is Minty! You ignorant slut!
God damn it!
I googled it. I was like, wait, is it? I don't remember, but her name was Minty.
I remember, like, I used to watch, like, the really old My Little Pony films that they used to have. Watch them, like, non-stop all the
Oh yeah, I had some on video.
watching.
Pinkie Pie was my bitch when I was little.
Yeah, the ones.
Because, like, logic, it's like, logic for me, it's like, oh, hey, she's pink, that means she... Yeah, fucking... Oh, that was a time.
Y'all remember VHS?
Yeah.
I had a lot of them.
Having to rewind it back if he wants to watch, like, a film again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sitting there watching it, waiting for it to say that it's Eddie.
And that sound, the
Always.
good old days.
Anyway.
Anyways, let's get this fucking thing done with.
Yeah. The My Little Pancake thing. So then she's like, you know, I know how you feel about him. And Bucky walks in and he's like, bitch, who? And then she says goodbye to him and he gets ready for his mission with Steve. And he leaves and Natasha is like, I feel invisible between you two. And Thor comes in randomly and he agrees. And then out of nowhere, like, Natasha comforts her about it. And it kind of feels like a Natasha fic in that moment. And then, so that's that part. And then it switches to his POV, and he's preparing. And then, so Steve comes in. They made Steve an asshole in this. It's like he teases Bucky, like, yeah, sure, but he teases him so much in this. It's like, goddamn.
Ew.
Let Bucky breathe, Steve. What the fuck? So he's like, so what about you guys? He's like, shut up, Rogers. I already had the daddy talk with Stark today. I mean, I don't even know if she feels the same about me. Daddy talk. So then Steve is still being a bitch, and he's like, oh, come on. And he's like, oh, come on, what do you want to tell her? Hey, your name, I just wanted to tell you that I have a huge crush on you, and you are the most beautiful and most amazing girl I've ever seen. Please go on a date with me. Oh, Bucky, you make me so happy. Of course I'll go on a date with you. Now shut up and kiss me, Steve said in a high-pitched voice.
I can see it.
Yeah. Well, that one I can see, but, like, they have him, like, do it so much where it's like, oh my god, Steve! You know? So then, so he thinks it over, and he's gonna tell her, before he leaves. But then he walks in on her saying, I don't know, you know how I feel about him, and it just cuts to him leaving with Steve. Okay, so chapter 3. So, it's time for Bucky to come back, and Tony says she's in a good mood, and she just, and then out of nowhere, Loki shows up. Because, right? So yeah, he's like, haha, yeah, and now guess why, you hairhead, Loki saying out of nowhere. Loki knew your feelings for Bucky. He once read your mind when you were thinking of him. Loki and you always got along quite well, so he offered you his help if you needed any.
That's so funny.
And then he just leaves. Like, he doesn't come back until, like, one other random part of the chapter. That's like, alright, sure, buddy. So then Bruce comes and he tells him that Steve and Bucky were injured, so they won't be back for a while. And so she goes to cry, and Loki comforts her about it. And then it feels like a Loki fic for a few seconds. And then, so she's walking around, and she goes to his, to Bucky's room, and then falls asleep on his bed. Oh, what did I do last night? I cried myself to sleep. And when she wakes up, Bucky is magically there, and he has his arm around her waist. And then it goes to Bucky's POV, and it talks about, like, the mission, and then they hear the plan to, our new plan is to kill the Avengers, is really Stark's daughter, one of them said. Your name? Why her? Bucky thought. Seems like it. When she was undercover at Hydra to spy on the Winter Soldier, they caught her and done some experiments on her. After they were finished, they erased her memories and beat her so badly so it looked like they had just caught her. The Avengers and she herself doesn't know what she can do now.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. So then Bucky gets pissed and gets them caught. And so they're running away, and while they're running away, he's like, oh shit, I didn't tell her I loved her before I left, fuck. But then they get back, and then more angry Bucky, and then he goes to his room and sees her sleeping. So then after he takes a shower, he just climbed into bed.
Romantic.
Yeah. Chapter 4. They talk, and then she remembers Bruce talking about an injury, the injuries they got. So he says he got shot, but he took care of it. So then she has to clean it up. But then she takes care of it, and she asked him how it hurt. And then after she's done, she kisses him. And he asks if she remembers Hydra, and she's like, oh yeah, they, like, almost killed me. But then it's like, that was the past. Now that all that matters is now, ooh woo. And they say they love each other, and then they have sex. They almost have sex. Because they're fucking dumb, they left the door open, so Steve and Sam walk in.
Great.
Alright? And they're like, fucking, hey, Buck, Sam wanted to eat breakfast. No, my God, you guys, I'm so... And Bucky's like, Steve, get the fuck out! So Steve slammed the door, and he's like... Steve slammed the door, he's like, next time you should close it! And then Sam is like, oh my God, I think I'm blind now. Because of course. So then they go down to get food because the moment was ruined, and Tony asked her where she was, and she's just like, oh, I went to go check on them to see if they were back, and they were back, so I just, like, patched up his wound, blah, 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 da, 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 da. And then Sam makes a joke about being wounded and needing her to patch him up too, and overly jealous Bucky. And then Clint asks her if they're dating, and she says yes. And then he tried to, like, he's like, well, and then what happened? And so she tried to, like, hey, movie night is tonight. You gonna be there, bro? And he gives exposition about why none of them are gonna be there except for her, Sam, Bucky, and Steve. And so, he's like, no, I'm sorry, I'll visit my family for this weekend, and before you ask anyone else, Tasha and Bruce are going on a date. So does Vision and Wanda. Pietro will probably spy on them, and Thor and Loki are already in Asgard. Just get rid of everyone, why don't you?
Guard my ass.
Be my Asgard.
Oh my God.
So then Tony, Steve, and Bucky talk about how Hydra wants to, like, kill her or use them to kill them or whatever. And Bucky tells them, like, she can heal shit now because his gunshot wound isn't even visible anymore. So Bucky promises Tony he'll look after her while Tony's away on his business shit. And then Tony goes to do the business. And in Chapter 6, Sam and Steve are like, yeet, you two can have a date night and we'll go to the movies with each other instead. And they all talk about the plans for that night, and they agree to have, like, dinner in, and then she leaves for training with Steve. Chapter 7, she goes to training, and Bucky is there talking to Steve. And so he's like, hey, take it easy on him. He's an old man. And she laughs, and he's like, dude, you're older than me. And he's like, shit, am I? And then so she has to do extra shit because she laughed at that stupid joke. So she does it, and then he apologizes for walking in on them, and she's like, it wasn't my dad. And then they move on to boxing, and so she's, like, punching, and then they're, like, getting quicker or whatever, and then her eyes turn orange, and she kicks the bag so hard Steve flies against the wall.
Fun.
Right? So Bucky comes in and is like, bitch, the fuck? And then after more talking, she goes to her room. So then she showers, and Bucky goes, like, downstairs to make her something, and he finds Steve and asks how he is, and he's like, oh, I'm fine. And he asked what happened to her, like, how she is, and they explained to Bucky what happened. And then Bucky made her, like, hot chocolate and, like, a fruit plate, which is...
you a man that makes you a fruit plate.
And some damn cocoa, after you kicked your friend against a wall.
I bring fruits.
And then Steve is like, you never made me something like that, Buck. I'm starting to get a bit jealous. We been new.
I like how Steve is just the annoying friend.
I know. Steve is just there. So he goes to her room and because he's a classy 1940s gentleman, he asks if she's done showering and if he can come in. And then they kiss in the doorway, and Natasha teases them and is like, damn, like, slow down, bitch. And then, so he comes in the door, and then she's playing a song, and he's like, damn, bitch, again. So then, Chapter 9, she keeps playing the song, and Bucky finds her Stephen King books and is like, who dat?
Did you what?
Oh my God.
Who that? Did you what? Well, do that.
I'm just gonna let you keep going until you want to stop.
That's all I know. Did you what?
And that's the song.
That's comedy.
That's comedy right there. So she's like, he is one of my favorite authors. He is right after Shakespeare on my list.
I hate Shakespeare.
I know.
I gotta say, that's it.
Okay. I keep thinking you're gonna go on a tangent.
Yeah,
So I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm prepared.
My brain also thinks that I'm ready for a tangent, and then I say,
Listen.
listen.
That's it. You smiled. You found it really cute and cool that he showed some interest. After all, you just had Loki who you could talk about books with. So then they flirt grossly. He's like, girlfriend. And she's like, oh my God, I love saying that word. Say it again. And he's like, girlfriend? And she's like, oh, there it is. And then he finds a photo album and they look through it and they learn about her childhood and like how her mom died in a car crash. Because of course, it's always a car crash. So, yeah. So they broke up chapter 10 into 2 parts, but I just made my summary into one thing. I'm almost done. There's like 2 more chapters. So he comforts her about her mom, and then Steve and Sam come in and like they're like, okay, we're going to the movies, have fun, but not too much fun. And then she just wants to go to sleep after everybody's gone. So she gets ready, and then, so this is into part 2 now. So she wanted a kid, so he's like, oh, well, you know, like, books aren't the only thing I can read. Like, you want to, like, what do you want? And so he kisses her, and he's like, is that it? Is that all you wanted? And, he's like,
aren't the only thing I can read.
yeah, or something like that. I don't remember the exact quote, and I don't feel like skimming for it in the chapter, because I didn't read this bit. When I read this bit, that's how I know when to read. So then she doesn't look satisfied, and then he's like, well, do you want more? And then, you know, the yes-sirring begins. She's like, yes, and he's like, it's yes, sir. Yeah, and then so the yes, and then they fuck, which, okay, you know what? They said it was their first time writing smut, and as far as smut goes, it wasn't the worst. I'll give them that. It was, like, even a little bit spicy. Like, they did decent.
Just a little bit.
Just decent. Just a little bit. I'll give them, like, a 6 out of 10. So yeah, so then they do that, and then, so, it just cuts downstairs, and Bruce and Natasha came back early from their date, and they heard her moan Bucky's name, and they're like, really, bitch?
God.
So then, yeah, chapter 11, they wake up and they shower together, and then they go downstairs, and Natasha teases her, and then everything's fine until she gets a headache, and it keeps building, like, up and up and up until she's bleeding. And I don't remember if they specifically specified where she's bleeding from, but she's just bleeding. And then so she's also like burning up. So they bring her to Bruce's lab, and he injects her with like a cooling thing that'll help her sleep, and then she clocks out. And then, okay, this is the last chapter.
He injected some heroin. Right now.
Did you watch that I sent you today?
What?
The Diary of a Wimpy one.
No.
Okay, so it's a fanfic where Greg and Manny switch bodies, and in the journal, Greg is like, even Roderick, with his addiction to black tar heroin, can't compare to what I have to go through because of Manny.
Black tar heroin. Christ.
It's a funny video. Okay, so yeah, this is the last chapter as of 5 days ago. So chapter 12, and it's, oh, bullshit is about to fly. Are you ready?
Right.
You woke up in your bed and the pain in your head was gone. The sun shined into your room and you felt the wind blowing lightly in your face. You looked down at you and you saw that you weren't wearing the same clothes like you were like this morning. No, you were wearing a white dress now. Okay, what's going on? Why do I wear a white dress? And who put me in it? You thought, and looked confused around your room. You decided to get up and go look where the others are to ask them who put you in that dress and why. You touched your floor and you walked over. This is one sentence, by the way. You walk over to the door and opened it. As you opened your door and steeped out of it, you found yourself in the middle of an ocean of wild flowers. You heard the sound of an ocean in your ears, but you couldn't see it. Confused, you looked around as you turned around, and you saw a small patch in between the flowers. You walked down the path, and after 5 minutes of walking, you saw the ocean and a small beach with some rocks. You walked down the beach, and as you did, you saw someone sitting on a rock there. You got closer to that person. It was a woman in a black dress, sitting there with her back in your direction. She was doing something with her hands, but you couldn't see what. As you got even close, you could hear her humming a song. You knew what song it was. It's Hey Jude by the Beatles, because of course it was!
Hey.
Literally any dead mother hums that song.
Take a sad song and make it better. Thank you.
Beautiful. It can't be, you thought as you walked faster to that woman until you stood right in front of her. It took you a long time she got cut off by you hugging her. She huged you back, and you felt tears running down your face. I've missed so much, Mom, you said, and buried your face in her hair. Her soft hair color hair smelled like blooming roses, just like you remembered it from the time you were a kid. I've missed you too, honey. And now come here and let me get a closer look at you, she said, and you pulled you away from her. Oh my God, you've grown a lot, and you look at you, so pretty. Now come here, sit down. We don't have a long time together. You wiped wiped away her tears and sat down beside her. She grabbed besides her and continued knitting a flower crown. Where are we, Mom? This place is beautiful. It's called paradise. Well, it's what your dad and I called it. I guess you can't remember it. We're too young. We used to come here every year, but stopped when you were 4 because your dad got really busy with everything. How did we got here? You know, some people say that you go to paradise when you're dead. Guess this is mine. Funny that I already called it paradise when I was alive. She began to laugh a bit, not seeing your shocked face. Dead? Am I dead? Oh my god, no, I am too young! I panicked a bit. No, guess what, bitch? You're immortal!
Oh
She's not, but I had to do it.
my god. I had to do it too.
Still have season 2 yet. I'm going to, though, soon.
Only like half of it is worth it.
There. You may not look like him, but you act like your dad in some way. You're not dead. Well, not really. That's why I said we don't have a lot of time. And I've got something to tell you. Okay, so it's the Deadpool 2 plot. Got it. Oh,
Right.
what is it? You have to know something about me. Well, I once was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I started in a very young age, and I became one of the best. Once I got undercover as a Hydra agent to spy on them, they captured me and injected some kind of experiment into me. I was able to flee, but things changed since then. My abilities and senses got stronger and faster. S.H.I.E.L.D. decided to give me a new identity, and after a lot of tests, they decided to give me my new missions. After Tony's parents died, I became the mission to protect Tony. Well, we got closer and fell in love, and I told him everything. I decided to begin a normal life with your father. We married in a very young age, and then we became you. The years...
Yes, that is how reproduction works.
They become you, and then you just, like, split off like a cell.
Mitosis.
Yeah. I couldn't think. I was like, wait, is that mitosis? The years were quiet until Hydra somehow found me, and also you. The day I picked you up from school when the accident happened should have been the last day in this city for us. I wanted to flee with you, but things turned out different. The man who saved you was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent as well. How much you want to bet it was Coulson?
Was it
I don't know. They don't say if it was. They just say he was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent as well.
Easter egg.
We were partner, and I told him to keep an eye on you and Tony in case something happens to me. Thing is, whatever Hydra injected in me is in your blood. Do you remember what happened when Hydra captured you? They nearly killed me. That's all I can remember. Nearly? No, if they wanted to kill you, they would have done it. They must have done something to you when they found out that you are Tony's and my daughter. There must be a reason why they kept you alive. Did something change since then? Well, lately, I'm almost done, I promise. Well, lately, things keep happening. Like, I healed bleeding wounds, and I got a lot more stronger. But a long time has passed since Hydra, and now, so why is that all happening now and not sooner? I don't know. Maybe it needed time to change your DNA or something like that. Maybe. I think it's time for you to go now. Your friends are already worried about you. She smiled at you. Wait, Mom, what if I can't control it? Always remember who you are. I love you, she said as she faded away. You opened your...
Simba, remember who you are.
You opened your eyes and you were struggling for air. As you catched your breath, you looked around. You were back in the lab and you saw Bucky with red puffy eyes beside you. Oh, thank God, you Herod, Bruce sang in relief and walked out the door. What happened, Buck? You look awful, you said as you sat up and wiped away a tear on his face. Your heart stopped beating. You were dead, your name. We had to reanimate you. Reanimate. Yeah. Is she fucking Frankenstein?
Yeah, I was about to say, pretty sure that's not how that works.
No. I know they meant resuscitate, but like,
We had to bring you back from the dead. It took 10 years.
we just look exactly the same.
Yeah.
He looked you in your eye color eyes. I was so scared. Shh, it's okay, Bucky. I'm here. I'm okay. You said and huged him and gave him a kiss on his forehead. And that's the latest chapter. It's an ongoing tale. So if you guys want to find it, you can find it. All right. There's that. Okay.
Hey, this one was last updated on the 4th of April this month.
Oh, so it's semi-recent.
Whoa.
Kind of recent, and I think it's an ongoing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Looking at the summary, it sounds serious.
Okay.
Oh, hi there. This is an old thing I did back in May on Tumblr because I love Thanos.
That's right, you guys. For the grand finale, we got a Thanos fic. Oh, yeah.
Hey, bitch, it's me, your
The chair. Oh, I finally watched the Easter egg hunt, by the way. It was so cute.
Sorry, this one's called Bandits and Gods, and there's 3 chapters, but they promised that chapter 4 would be smutty, but there's still...
Ah, damn! That would have been such a note to end on. Fucking Thanos.
There is, I must admit, some spicy action in this.
Oh, shit.
Spicy.
Oh, before you start, can you please tell her about the other one you told me about the other day?
Oh, the stairs one?
Yeah, the stairs one.
While I was looking for some gold, basically entered a dark portal to hell of fanfics. I found a whole collection of smutty Thanos one-shots.
Oh my god.
I can tell that they weren't serious, but I screenshotted an extract from it. So basically, he's done the deed of, like, Infinity War, he's done the snap, and he's come home. Honey, I'm home! Your name is usually so ecstatic when I come home. I loved that about it, but this time there was silence. Honey, I quickly sprinted up the stairs, my fat ass almost breaking them.
I was gonna say, what would he have done if he just snapped her out of existence and, like, it bit him in the ass?
Well, he snaps her back, and they basically fook.
They fook.
As British people say, fook.
The one I almost found, I didn't choose it because, like, the chapters were way too long, and it was also, like, the first part of a series, but essentially it was Steve's sister and Bucky's lover, right? And she becomes the Winter Soldier, and Bucky became a super soldier with Steve, right? And so, you still Steve is Captain America, okay? But then, Bucky... I don't know why it made me laugh so fucking hard, but Bucky was Lieutenant America! And it just fucking had me rolling! Lieutenant America. So dumb. Alright, proceed.
Like that. So the context of it, you're a space bandit, so you're basically like Peter Quill, you steal and you get money and stuff like that.
I steal everything.
But your name's called Thanos this time. Okay. If you know what I mean.
I love
You
you.
was holding your arm firmly while dragging you to this dark room, the glass globe of observation. Then when you arrived, she threw you out on the floor and said, "Father, here she is. We caught her snooping around the engineering solar operator." The giant man was turning his back against us, looking through his giant glass globe with a big view on space. Thanks, Perry. I'm going to try and do a Thanos voice.
Oh my god.
Just leave us alone. I have something to say to this little critter.
Oh god.
That's terrible. Yes, sir. When she left, as soon the door closed, the room became silent. You felt your heart beating faster in your chest. Thanos turned back and looked at you with a smirk. You felt a shiver shake your spine. But you knew you weren't. You were a space bandit, you told yourself. So you're a space bandit, huh? You look more like a space rat. Oh, roasted.
Fuck.
I know exactly who you are, and I know what you want, but do you think you can beat me?
She'll beat something. That gasp!
It's just like a second, then you're like, oh no!
It took a minute.
We're slowly walking into you.
Okay.
I'm really impressed. His eyes could have turned your soul to glass and shattered you. He took a deep breath as he was close to you. You gained your golden ring and jumped in his direction. Okay, first of all, who does Uname think she is? Sonic the Hedgehog or something like that with her gold rings?
Oh my god.
It gets mentioned a few times, these gold rings. We'll never know.
We'll never know. Maybe that's her superpower. She's a hedgehog.
She's a hedgehog.
She's someone Sonic OC that has made it into the Marvel universe.
She's Rocket's cousin.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm trying to think. She's Henrietta the Hedgehog.
Henrietta.
The Hedgehog is Rocket Raccoon's cousin.
Pretty sure that already exists somewhere out there.
Oh, probably.
Did any of you ever watch as a kid in Sonic Underground, and basically Sonic had like a brother and sister?
No, I know what you're talking about, though. I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
And basically the whole thing was like them trying to find their mum. Like me and my brother would get up like every morning, like 6, just to sit there and watch it. I look back on it now and it's like so shit.
Siblings?
No, I had like one Sonic game on the PS2, and I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't like a main game, it was like a side one, but I can't remember what it was to save my life.
I just had one of those, one of the Game Boys you got from McDonald's.
Oh, I had one of those too! It was a volleyball game!
Yes, the volleyball game.
It was fucking lit!
So
I know.
This episode has just been come feel old with us.
Yeah. VHSs and little handhelds from McDonald's. Guys, next we're gonna bring up plug and play games.
Oh my god.
Oh, I had so many of those.
Do you remember when the DS was like revolutionary?
Yes, I asked for one every year, never got one.
I just remember like playing Animal Crossing late at night and then shoving it under the beds when I could hear it.
Yes, Animal Crossing was the shit.
Yeah, my sister's still obsessed with it and she's saying there's a game supposed to be coming out soon but they still haven't announced the
Oh my god.
Her apparently can switch. My sister got the console just for that.
Oh my gosh.
She's obsessed.
Oh my
That's
god.
hilarious. Okay, back to the Thanos.
Yes.
Those bakeries were good weapons. You could cut anything and burn the flesh. Your feet touched the cold floor again and sneered. Thanos is done. The black blood would for his wound.
Is he a Nightblood?
I always thought his blood would be purple or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like green.
Yeah. Blue.
Your smile, this is where it changes. Your smile turned into a sad pout. He felt uncomfortable. Killing Thanos, he thought. He didn't even fight back. Seems quite unfair. He wasn't the giant monster everyone talks about. After all, maybe. He's misunderstood.
Oh my
God.
god. Is that what this is?
Is it I can fix him?
Oh my god.
Thanos breathing with difficulty. A sad whistle was coming out of his throat. You began to feel guilty. You wanted to give him an honourable death.
Why?
Not even his minions tried to stop you. You didn't want him to die alone. When you approached him to complete his suffering, you heard a little cry. He was lying on the cold floor. You knelt and put your hand on his shoulder, crying like a little child. Thanos, I'm sorry, but your head is worth a lot of money. I know you wanted a glorious end, so let me help. Suddenly, we put too many D's in. You felt strongly.
I'm sorry.
You felt a strong hand grabbing your neck and choke you. You saw his eyes with furious envy of murder. He was holding you in the air and laughed. You little miserable bird. You thought it was going to be like you kill me. I like your creativity though. Comical rat.
Sure.
He began to suffocate as he was tightened his monstrous purple hands on your feeble neck. How bastard! The stone of reality. How could I miss it before? Thanos, huh? I put your soft right hand on his arm, reaching your last force to take your bloodstone into your metal armor with your left hand and strike him in the shoulder. He screamed in pain and set you free. You relished the taste of oxygen. Good shit. While your eyes were looking at the purple monster.
Let's get fucking high on oxygen, man.
Good shit.
Have you ever seen that Vine and it's like someone doing My Strange Addictions and he's like, I'm addicted to breathing and he's like in the
Yes.
like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber now, that guy.
yeah. 5 minutes after a heavy silence, Thanos looked at you. His eyes had a different shine. This wasn't murder anymore. It was lust.
Ew.
Oh god, no.
Don't fuck the hedgehog.
Don't fuck the purple thing.
Or the purple. Don't fuck Space Grimace or hedgehogs.
Honey, what are you doing? As you knew what happened next, you took back the bloodstone, picked your fight. I think they were supposed to say fight like fists and stuff, but they spelled it like tight. So like, you just pick up like a pair of tights out. When suddenly you felt a new feeling, Thanos. It wasn't hate anymore. It was something more interesting. A violent heat was burning your flesh.
Ew.
He approached you quietly and slowly caressed your smooth chin.
I'm uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. I need an adult.
I need a dog.
This stone gave to the victim an immeasurable need to love, to fuck. What have you done?
God.
Sunshine, make it better.
Pretty little bit. Thanos said, apply with difficulty because you wanted him but feared him. 2. I saved my life from your brutality, Thanos. Come closer, sweet star. I really want you. That's chapter 1.
I want to die.
Same.
I wish this bottle had like vodka right now.
How much more do we have?
2 more chapters.
2 more?
So there's 3 chapters in total. Also, part 2. There's comments in this, by the way. So the comment is from the same user. Please update. I love this so much. And then
Don't
the
encourage
one's
it.
like, thank you. Next part is available. And the other one puts, oh my god, you've made my day. Thank you so much.
Give me a second, I want to snack.
Usually, if it's a joke, all the comments are stuff like I'm screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Not with this.
This is dead ass.
Yeah.
This is dead ass.
Hold on, I just had to take a moment to get 86% dark chocolate.
What are you owing over here? What?
I don't even know how much percent is in it. I just wanted to say 86% to see what you do.
Just chocolate.
It's just fucking chocolate, Owen. So, for you, to get context, there was an interview, and you know how people's last meals are just, like, so unhealthy because it's, like, their last meal? Owen was like, well, I want, like, a nice, like, strawberry, like, salad or something, and 86% dark chocolate. Like, 80 is so specific.
That's so specific.
Like, 86%. Not 84, not 87, not 86, you motherfucker.
No, he's like, I just want the chalk.
No chalk.
No sugar. I just want a cocoa bean inside my ass.
I don't even want to start this.
Why, is this where it gets disturbing? Well,
This is where she checks out. This is where she's like, this was a mistake.
Yeah, tell the group chat I'm in about like the whole podcast, and then like they were trying to help me find stuff, and I found this one. So I was given like a commentary, but they don't know exactly the whole extent of this fic. And I was like, send them screenshots, and then I was like, oh my god, it's escalated so fast.
well, didn't you... So you're just gonna read the rest of them and not use the notes? Because she told me yesterday, she's like, I'm taking notes and I want to die.
I did take notes, but they'll probably come to mind when like
Okay.
when Thanos approached his head slowly to kiss you, you put your fingers on his slips and whispered, slips. How to be sure this is not one of your magic tricks. After all, you still have the gauntlet with the stone of reality. Well, pretty big, Thanos said. All I want to know is you and nothing else. All I want to know. He took his golden gauntlet off his enormous hand and began to make it disappear, but you stopped him. No, please keep it. You blushed and giggled. I find you kind of intimidating like that. Bitch.
Stop!
I'm uncomfortable.
Same.
When you said that you wanted to punch yourself in the face with his dumb gauntlet, the bloodstone brought out your craziest and kinky side. You were under his charm too. Hanos.
Hanos?
Hanos?
Hanos. Hello?
Raised his eyebrows and immediately have a wild look. He laid you on the floor, taking advantage of your small size compared to his. You blushed by how confident this giant monster was on you. You gulped by the size of his torso and the shine of his armor. You felt your heart beating so fast in your chest, you thought it would explode into small pieces on the floor. Bear in mind, I've got like my flatmates sleeping in rooms next to me, so... Shit.
Fuck, man.
Like,
They're
what
gonna
the
fix problems. Fucking hell.
I mean, if they haven't woken up now, so far so good, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I've only got 5 weeks left in here, so...
well,
Immediately, the burning sensation in your flesh was hitting you so much that you violently your legs. I don't know what the hell you were trying to say. A shiver on your spine. You felt it and laughed. You may use your black magic on me, but I still control the situation. My sweet pit. Then he surrounded his hand on your hips. Sounds so weird. You'd say grab hips, not surround.
I mean, if his hands are so fucking big that it's just like, it's
Basically,
It's one hand.
it's like your hand and then like a Barbie doll's hips. It's just like around.
Bring it around town.
Hands on your hips and brought your body close to his and kiss you lips. You lips. He didn't even try to push him away. The sweet contact of his mouth on yours was amazing. As Gordon Ramsay would say, I could cry.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
As I say, I'm gonna cry.
He arms around his bull neck and waited silently to see where he wanted your body. He pushed you against one of the walls with all his body and threw kisses on your jawline and your throat. This was pretty pleasant, but you wanted more. Thanos stopped his kisses and choked you with one hand. You
Stop.
stared at him. It was like a half cry, half laugh. You stared at him with surprise. You thought the Bloodstone's power was gone and Thanos wants to choke you to death. With the other hand, he tore your silver arm that was covering your body from your chest to the top with your tight, leaving you only in your olive bodysuit with long sleeves, knees protection, and your high-heeled boots. You won't need this little one, he said with irony.
Don't call me little one.
No.
This is gross.
I mean, you wouldn't even get yourself in this situation anyway. You would just yeet.
Yeah.
I would rather die, quite frankly.
to. So he lifted his arm on your neck and kissed you again. Your fear turned into envy. Isn't envy like jealousy?
Yeah.
Probably. I'm just trying so hard to, like, listen, but also not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, I'm intrigued, but at the same time,
Stop! Like, la 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 la, but tell me more.
He replies with rubs on his crotch. The hard snake hidden in his pants really wanted you. You let
Snake?
out. Yes, snake.
Snake.
Describe it as snake.
Well, that's not the thing we've heard it described as. You remember that novel?
Which one?
The one we talked about on Tumblr. The one that you sent me, and then we cringed so hard because of Clunge.
Clunge!
They sewed up his clunge! It doesn't bother me when it comes out of Robert's mouth, but when I read it, it bothers me.
It's just a god awful, like,
Word.
like, sexy novel from the 70s, and it, like, it refers to the vagina as a flower, and, like, bosoms, like, seriously. It's just fucking wild, my guy.
And they said,
Remember in the old fan fictions when everyone would say member?
Member or mound. You remember when people called vaginas mound?
which, okay, I understand, like, where the fuck did mound come from?
I don't know.
It bothers
not a
me.
mound.
That is not a mound! I just snorted.
Get out. Get out
I
of this
win.
house. I win?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right, let's get that.
Let's get back to the Thanos
So we can finish this, please.
spice.
You let a sigh out of your mouth, making Thanos giggle. What does Thanos giggle?
The thought of Thanos giggling is fucking hysterical.
Oh, I won, please, Thanos. I can't wait any longer. Made me feel alive, he cried. He dropped you onto the ground and replied, no, pretty girl. I don't want to do it anymore now. Eat
No.
Jesus Christ.
I use pretty girl in, like, the purest sense, and it's just getting ruined.
That dropped harder than my grades.
Eat.
Then the door opened and Proxima came in. Thanos looked at her and said quietly, Proxima, this little bird is sullen. Take her to her golden cage, please. The wild alien gripped your arm and made you stand on your feet with violence. Come with me, you space brat. Shook by the violent return of reality and by the pain in your arm, you stared at Thanos, asking for answers. He smiled at you with defiance and said, you little pebble is amusing, but not enough powerful for me. He laughed while his mother was taking you away.
What?
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 Oh no. Mas por favor.
It starts with a note. I've just realised they didn't even spell reader wrong. I mean, they didn't spell reader right.
How did they spell it?
R-E-D-E-A-R.
Good
Maybe
job.
English isn't their first language. I kind of hope that's the case.
There's like 12-year-olds that got like a Thanos kink or something like that.
Not gonna make it any better.
Okay, it starts off with a note. Okay, kids, here's part 3 of my fanfiction. I hope you like it. Part 4 will be more smutty. Wink face.
Okay, so part 3 is the last part, right?
Yeah, there's no part 4.
Oh, thank
God
God.
bless.
Praise Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus and Jesus.
Let's get this done. It's my own fault. I'm the one that picked this, so I don't even know why I'm complaining. This is my own fault. I brought this on myself. This face laughing at you and then kissing you. Those hands capable to hold half your body. This sensation between your legs. This heat. You were biting your lips. And suddenly darkness. Impossible to breathe. You were choking. You needed oxygen while you heard many laughies mocking at you. When you opened your eyes, you understood you were in this little Odior, again, whatever that is, what Thanos called your golden cage. This was a pretty small room with golden and red furnitures, a comfortable bed where you were sleeping, a rocco table with a chair, a mirror and a bathroom with emeralds everywhere, and a beautiful bathtub in the ground made emerald too. This room wasn't assorted with the rest of the solar base or with Thanos' taste for decoration. Thanos went to IKEA.
Thanos shops at IKEA.
You should too. I bet the snap made IKEA way easier to maneuver around in because there were way less people.
That's why
That's the first thing he did after the snap. He just fucking went to IKEA.
I just went on free.
Yep.
You stood up in your bed. I don't think I've ever woke up and just stood on the bed, but, you know.
Maybe when I was like 5.
Yeah.
Trying to get your emotions back, a tear rolled on your cheek. You didn't know how much time you spent in this room since Thanos threw you in his trap. 2 days, 1 month, and nobody even tried to search you. Well, you're not loved, bitch, are you?
Oh no! It's been 84 years.
You look on your chair and saw this pretty puffy blue dress with long sleeves, all in muslin, and this magical flower crown. My master wants you to wear this. He wants to see how you now pity human. Ma were in the room when you woke up. The sound of his voice made you jump on your bed. Just the thought of her jumping on the bed.
Yeah, just from like a seated position to and then
Boing boing, motherfucker.
yeah, bling bling.
He turned his back while you caught the dress and the crown to change yourself into the bathroom. At least he had respect for your privacy. We stand someone who has respect for privacy.
Do we have respect for Thanos?
Oh.
This dress was absolutely gorgeous and comfortable. I mean, if he was from the UK, you probably got this dress from Primark, which is like the shop that every UK girl goes to. You fit really well. Anyway, any resistance was futile, since Moore had the power to strike you an electric shock if he wanted to. Gonna strike you, bitch.
Oh my god.
Gonna fucking Abby your ass!
You followed him in this long hallway entirely made of glass. You saw the infinite space upside your head. It was pretty beautiful, double L at the end, as the sun was rising too. You both entered in a circular room with a table on the centre. You sat in silence waiting for an eventual betrayal. Moore gave you a plate of food with a grin of disgust. Eat this. You need to take forces before meeting our beloved master, your destructor, Thanos. You looked at the plate for a second, then looked at Moore in the eyes. With an insolent smile, you took the plate and threw it at the opposite room of the food, letting it crash on the floor. I'd rather starve than eat your space shit. I think, like, when I put in my notes that she's, like, a bigger food critic than Gordon Ramsay.
God.
You know what?
Where's the lamb sauce?
You know what that also reminds me of? That scene in the first Thor where he just fucking throws the coffee mug. He's like, I want more!
I'd rather starve than eat your space shit, you said while crossing your arms on your chest. Ma took one of your stolen golden rings, see the golden rings are back, and held his arm to hit you. He was stopped by a deep voice you already knew. Ma, it's okay, I will take care of it now. Leave us, please. Ma smiled at you and replied, yes, master. When the door shut, you saw Thanos appearing on the dock. You remained silent.
I don't wanna.
You avoided his eyes because you were tired of his staging. Seriously, just kill me now. It's getting boring now. Why don't you just take one of my golden rings and just kill me with? You said quietly. Thanos said nothing, still staring at you. You started to yell. Well, I'll do it myself then. You took a futuristic
This is
knife from the
breaking me.
table and tried to put it to your own throat, closing your eyes, motivated to die. At the moment, the blade was supposed to touch your skin.
This is breaking me.
Die.
I'm like rocking back and forth.
At the moment the blades were supposed to touch your skin, you felt bubbles flying on your neck. I understood the reference.
Yeah.
Infinity War there.
Yeah.
You opened your eyes and shouted, seeing the stone of reality and the gauntlet. You stood up and tried to hit Thanos with your tiny hands. You fist on his giant chest.
How do you fist a chest?
Infinity fist.
See, it all came back into the circle.
You felt on your knees, crying all the tears on your body. Felt your knees, and she's just sitting there crying while like rubbing her knees.
Same.
Why don't you just let me go? Why torture me like that? Tears splattered on the floor while you felt a big, pretty bird, he said. I know you are special. Your place belongs back to my side. You have so much potential. When he said this, you raised your head towards his direction and saw through your tears a smile. Thanos dried your tears with his fingers and continued. I know you're fast. You are clever and you like to hunt something for days if you have money at the end. You have ambition and you can be vicious when you want. You are a space bandit and you're strong. Keep those crocodile tears for more or other humans you hate much. What are you talking about? You replied. Thanos took a deep breath.
A deep breath.
And sat on the floor with you. Even sat down, he was still bigger than you and intimidating. You gulped, wishing his feeling in your chest was a small rest on the bloodstone's power in your veins and not some kind of Stockholm syndrome growing on you.
Stockholm syndrome.
At least they address it.
Yeah.
But Stockholm syndrome. Thanos explained all your story without even knowing you before. He saw in your mind how your biological parents left you at the orphanage, how people in school were mean with you, and how your adopted parents, aliens, took care of you and wanted to crown you empress, but another specie killed the only family you had, forcing you to steal to survive. That's why you became a space bandit. You managed your mind by yourself and learned quickly how to survive, even if you followed the wrong persons. When Thanos ended his speech, you're shaking and you lose mind and cry all the tears of your body again. Those tears were real. This story was real. It was all yours. No, it were at yours. And now you were alone. This writing is so...
I'm so confused.
Oh my god!
That's why you wanted Thanos' head, because you wanted money. But your main problem was that you were too sensitive. Thanos surrounded you in his muscular arms and started to shaking himself like parents do with their children. I don't remember, someone, shaking me while I was crying. Usually mum would just give me a hug, not shake me. Like your alien mother used to do when you were crying.
Cradle?
I'm guessing that's what they were trying to go for, but...
Rock you back and forth?
I'm guessing that's what they meant for.
It's fucking stupid.
It is fucking stupid.
You heard his heart beating in his chest. The sound was relaxing. You closed your eyes and felt a new feeling growing inside. This part of Thanos pleased you. He hated humanity like you did. You stared at him and said, Thanos, I want you to tell me the truth. If my stone didn't work on you, why did you kiss me? Was it only a trap like a bird in a golden cage? Thanos remained silent for a moment and caressed the smooth skin of your cheek.
Don't touch me.
Do not fucking touch me!
Oh my god.
Coming in clutch with the Eddie.
Little bird, I don't attach myself to you like this. Thanos placed his forehead on yours and whispered to him, but he spelt it with T-double-O.
Of course.
Actually, my little bird, my pretty little bird, you're not the first one I've met before, but all my lovers, I lost them. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. I don't want to feel this pain again in my chest. When the one I love is slowly passing across the line in my own arms, Thanos started to cry. His tears were beautiful.
Were they purple?
Were they purple?
They don't describe it.
Damn.
I mean, I guess, in the comics, he has a relationship with literally Death. He worships her, and then they become a thing.
Is Death just fucking everybody?
I think there's a thing for it as well.
Yeah, because I know Deadpool has a thing with her.
Yeah.
His tears were beautiful. He wasn't sobbing like a disgusting fish, in brackets, not like you. He was You started to laugh with nervously. This was absolutely absurd that a giant, mighty, powerful titan would spare you life just because he had a so-called crush on you. You gathered your emotions back and said bitter. This is absolutely grossy. I don't know what kind of game you are playing, but this is not funny anymore. If you are looking for me, I'll be at my boudoir. Stop this pathetic attempt to claim my compassion. You started to walk through the room when you felt a strong hand catching your dress. Thanos was begging on his knees, his head down. Little bird, I want you since the day I saw you on your home planet. You are so beautiful with this crown on your head. The day I came to make a cell trade with your alien parents at the time, laughing out loud, this reward on my head, I made it. I wanted you to come.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I hate this.
Same. But is he saying he's wanted her since he saw her as a little girl? Is that what he's saying right now?
Is Thanos a paedophile?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Is it Chris Hansen that does How to Catch a Predator?
Why don't you see it right over there?
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate this attempt at making Thanos sympathetic.
Because it don't work.
I could make you my queen. His word touched you right in your heart. You felt your heart beating in your chest, and you stood there silent. While Thanos has his head between your legs.
No.
I know they don't mean that way. I know they mean like he's like laying between them, but no thank you.
Begging for your love. You put your hands on his skull, softly giving attention. You were like a divinity in this dress with your crown. You slowly whispered, "How can you be sure this is not a manipulation? How can I trust you, Thanos?" He stood back silently and looked at you. He was bigger than you, and he bent, took your hand in one of his hands. I'm guessing he was supposed to write hand. He took your hand in one of his hands and gave you a soft kiss. You kissed him back, pressing your arms against his back. You don't know why or how, but this passion you felt for him when you were under your stone's power was back. Thanos holding you in his arms, your spelled why you are, legs crossed against his waist, still kissing you. You close your arms as he was taking you to your boudoir. Little bird, I need you by my side.
Ugh.
And the bitch is done.
Thank fuck. My question: how the fuck would a kiss work? Because his lips would cover your whole ass face. Like,
Maybe you're just a big bitch.
Is it weird that the Ponyo theme song is going through my head now?
what the fuck?
The Ponyo fishy.
She's a little fishy with a round tummy. Maybe I might love you. Maybe I might love you.
I thought I'd mention this as well. I mentioned it to Gina yesterday when we did the test run. Well, no, it was the day before. But basically, like, when I was looking through the small one, a suggestion came up, and it was in Thanos with Barney the dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, that's what we're doing next time.
It was fucking hilarious.
Next time we can talk about that. Next time we get her back, we should do Marvel Netflix first.
Yes.
Yes, please.
That'd be great.
I just wasn't sure how familiar you were with it, because she found one that was, like, ridiculous, and people thought she wrote it.
Yeah, people thought I wrote it.
Which one was, what was it?
Okay, so there's 2 ships involved in it, and it's a ship I actually created. I take that. Yeah. So Billy Russo, who's like the villain in The Punisher,
Who's a
Right.
sack.
Benjamin Poindexter, who plays who's Bullseye, which is the villain in Daredevil. So I was like psycho boyfriends.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've created a whole fan base for that, and someone wrote a fic. And the other ship in it is
Frank and Matt.
Castle and Matt Murdock, which is another ship I like as well. So I had people messaging me going, "Did you write this?" I sent it.
Oh my god.
I sent it to. I call it the lube fic.
Lube?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so, Billy, like, you know, Bullseye, he throws, and he just threw a bottle of glue.
Fantastic.
Basically, Matt and Frank are on a mission, and some reason Matt goes into the bedroom because he hears heartbeats and stuff. The thing is with Matt, he's like all these senses. He's gonna know what they're up to,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know why he's surprised.
He'll smell it before he even comes in.
He goes in, and basically Dex throws the bottle of lube at him. I turned it into a meme.
Perfect. Perfection. We've reached the pinnacle of humanity.
You want the pinnacle of
I'll have to
humanity?
find it.
It's her doing, an American accent, trying to sound like,
Oh my god, do it.
okay, do you remember the Salmon Rave thing we did?
Yeah.
Do you remember the lines to it? Kinda?
I'm trying to think. I was going to find that.
Okay, but yeah, so we did that. That's the pinnacle.
Give me like a rave quote. I'm like,
Okay.
it's been so long. For me
Fuck,
to-
a rave quote. Fuck. I need a rave quote. Damn it. Oh yeah. I've had everything handed to me on a goddamn silver platter. I couldn't think of anything.
Here we go. This is
Okay.
gonna be really bad.
Okay, well, I wanted to do the bit, but you remember the lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got to be Sam in this scenario, so I got to do a terrible New York accent.
New York.
Are you ready?
Don't hand it to me. I've had everything
Okay.
handed on a goddamn silver platter.
Platter.
Platter. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. Just a couple of dudes being guys. That was what I meant. Did you remember that?
Couple of guys
Oh,
being dudes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I go. Just a couple of guys being gay.
Show me.
Show me
Yeah.
your dick.
It's like, show me your dick, Rafe.
Oh my god.
On that note, oh my god, dude, if we do an Uncharted episode where I get to walk you through things, she needs to be here.
Yes, we've got to do it.
I will be
We're just
off
gonna
the ways.
be thirsting over all of our boys. You're just gonna be like, why the fuck? Because she doesn't, if a character or like an actor is like older than her, she's like not into it.
Me?
Older. Like,
No.
So,
Not like the Punisher. I'm the antithesis of you, Chloe.
essentially.
He's like old enough to be my dad, but like
He a snack.
yeah.
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 I was watching stuff the other day, to do like edits and stuff. And do you remember when he's like ripping his shirt and he's all bloody and
Yes.
stuff? Every time I feel like I can't contain myself, just start going like trying to like breathe out.
That's a mood.
Oh my gosh. Well, any closing thoughts?
Don't fuck Thanos.
Don't fuck Thanos. That's
If you
we
have-
learned that thing today.
If you have a Thanos kink, then talk to someone, get some help. I'm sure there's some helplines you can call.
Yeah. Listen, if you like Thanos, why don't you just like Cable? I feel like liking Cable is significantly better than liking Thanos.
Yeah, because at least, like, Cable is he's just an old dude.
He's human.
And it's also Josh Brolin, so,
yeah.
and he's normal size. He wouldn't murder you.
Jesus. All right. Well, thank you,
all right.
Chloe.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Having me.
Definitely
back.
gonna have you back at some point.
100%. Links for Chloe's Instagram and everything.
And Twitter, all of that will be down below. Alright, so follow Chloe on everything. Follow us on everything. Like last week, I don't know if we'll get any comments, but if we do, we'll read our favorite on the next episode. And the theme is DC! We balancing out the superheroes, man. We covering them.
Yeah, personally, more of a Marvel gal.
Mm-hmm.
However, I fuck Red Hood. You know what I mean?
So you're gonna find a Red Hood fic?
Maybe, I don't know.
I might find a Flash fic. I don't know. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's Grant or Ezra. I love Barry, okay?
10 out of 10.
Equal opportunity for both of my Flash boys.
Yes. Alright, thank you, Chloe.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. This was fun.
It was fun. She'll join us whenever we do the Netflix verse, because it doesn't have a fun title like the Arrowverse, I don't think, anyway. It's not the Daredevil verse. But either that or Uncharted. I don't know. Whenever we announce that, expect Chloe to be a guest on one of them, because we'd love to have her back.
Yes, and we need to find another excuse to have Nicole back.
Mm-hmm.
Our girls.
Our girls, yeah. For Nicole, we could do, like, Descendants or something. You said that.
Yeah, true.
So, we could do it
Alright.
after Descendants 3 comes out.
Okay.
That's about it. We love you guys.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. Bye!
Bye!